dedicated to the appreciation for many years of the service of Othello, lifetime commitment to the youth, City Council member 2007-2014. Mr. Dan Deaver is no longer, this is 2014. Now, Sean Logan, the mayor of Othello, also City Hall, Administration Office at 500 East Main Street. The services that they built was generated from right across the street, which is 1005 East Hamlet, Sean Logan's house, which is the mayor of Othello. The services they got, this is a cul-de-sac, or not a cul-de-sac, but a rut. The material that was parked and stacked and dug out, trenched out, and also the swimming pool in the back, no more longer there because it was caught on fire. And that's Gary Weaver, the Fire Department District 5, Erica and Tom on YouTube, on Facebook, in which they're moderated with the fire, and also the Cimaron 5 INC caught on fire. The West Side Pizza, Cimaron 5 owns it. Sunset Acres is owned by Cimaron 5 INC. The administration office, there's a property called Remax, which is now H&R Block Verizon, and Verizon and H&R Block that belonged to Remax, and now used to be a walk entranceway all the way to Riley's. That belonged to Cimaron 5 INC. Now it's called Riley's. And Taco Bell, it's called Cimaron 5 INC, and now it's called Taco Bell. So that property across the street, now Sean Logan's caught on fire. Now Cimaron 5 West, and then also the Chevron gas station caught on fire. And we got a individual that comes up at Sunny Farms and starting problems, flashing his lights off. So we call People Bus, the GTA 5th and Division in Mose Lake. People is on Kettleston Road, 843 Kettleston Road in Mose Lake. They dropped me off here at Sean Logan's house. Swimming pool, the fence line, services remodeled, and then it was engulfed in flames, scorched. Pretty much the whole place was scorched. And Mr. Jim Logan, Betty Logan, is the carpet carousel that runs the carpet carousel in right on Broadway, which is carpet carousel. And Fire Department 5 that's Eric, Tom, and Gary Weaver. Now the material here, we have material and concrete, rebar, landscape, and whatnot. But we got the services and documentations on each of these stones were paid for before they're engraved. We got the West Side Pizza. Of course, the West Side Pizza was engraved. These plots are bigger, or amounts, and the Oompa Bank, which has the $80,000 and also the $3.5 million for Sean Logan. Now Sean Logan wants $3.5 million, and his $3.5 million goes towards his house. Also the dog pound that was built. There's a dog pound built. Also the 1344 East Main Street, the insurance company. All the desks, tops, and also the tables, and also the computers that are installed at the insurance company called Basin Insurance Company Pacific. Used to be a long time ago at Studio 7. That's Jim Logan and Betty Logan. Studio 7 used to be Safeco Insurance Company. Now it's called Pacific Basin Insurance Company, 1344 East Main Street. See, Mr. The services that they got, dropping all the material, doing mowing lawn, all that services, all are scorched up. Now, $3.5 million, and also West Side Pizza, that's another $1 million. Upstairs, downstairs, and we got all the logging information. We got Sean Logan, and Ajmer Singh Nijjar. We got grandfather Jim Logan, and Kandar and Jim Logan. Jim Logan and Kandar, which is Amir's father, grandfather, and grandfather, Jim Logan, Sean Logan, Kandar, Amir's mother, Amir's grandfather, are at 646, the address was on 11th Street, which is 645, which is 620 and 620, which is the right on Olympia. The whole property is irrigation lines, which is half of this district, which is belonging to the education center, and the water lines are considered to be on the farms, and as irrigation lines are Zimatics, Lindsay's, Maxfields, and also Zimatics. These systems are connected to the water lines that are connected on the Olympia, and that half and half is right across the street, which is Jim Logan's and Betty Logan's property, and they're expanding for their services right across the street, which is a district for a district. And the Greater of Othello Chamber of Commerce, the Greater Chamber of Commerce, which is Patty's secondhand store. Now, right next to the Greater Chamber of Commerce, of course, Oompa Bank used to be Sterling's Bank, and Sterling Bank's merged to Oompa Bank, and Oompa Bank is on all grocery stores, outlet stores, and services. Oompa Bank. These Oompa Bank services, they have banks and loan systems, which was loaned to grandfather, and also loaned money to Jim Logan, Sean Logan, and also Sean Logan, Sean R. Logan, and also services were loaned to Nundar, and that's Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Cimaron 5 INC Bank of Papyrus, which is Sunset Acres. And Sunset Acres, their mother and father administration office, want another $1 million for the Cimaron 5, which was caught on fire. It should be, there it is, Westside Pizza. Now Westside Pizza caught on fire, and they wanted another $600,000 that was loaned to Cimaron 5 INC from California. California State, which is San Jose Supreme Street, and that Supreme Street address and physical address is here. It says Westside Pizza. Thanks to you for services. EMC and also the Othello, Adams County Fire Department. That's Jim. It's the care service, Mrs. Gary Weaver, and also Erica, and also Tom on YouTube, Facebook. So their information where they caught the place on fire, caught the Chevron gas station fire, caught Sean Logan's house on fire, and also caught Westside Pizza on fire, which belongs to Cimaron 5 INC. And the services that they got, Mr. Deaver. Deaver's no more. This is Dan Deaver. And right next to it should be a memorial of Mr. or Mrs. Wade somewhere. It says Don and Betty Haynes family. This is Columbia Storage, and HR Human Resources are ran by Columbia City, which is called Lineage. And Human Resources responded to be a name called Lineage. Now, Mrs. Wade and Kim Ferris. Mr. Wade and Kim Ferris no longer a manager, no more wanted here in Othello, Washington. He's no more needed. He's fired, actually. They fired Wade. He's from the United States Air Force. The United States Air Force General, he was fired. His name was Wade Ferris. He landed his aircrafts here in the Moses Lake area International Airport. Mr. Ferris Wade is no longer here in Othello because their services are not recommended for Mr. Wade and Kim Ferris. Mr. Wade, he was a regional manager for Othello, Washington City Hall, 500 East Main Street. He's no longer in discrepancy because they caught the Westside Pizza on fire, caught Sean Logan's house on fire, which is right around in the area of, I would be, see, get your first and last, would be Mrs. and Mrs. Betty Logan. This is his grandfather, Kandar, and also Cimaron 5 at the Sunset Acres, and then their service, the carrier service, that'd be, of course, that's the services they got with the Drew. Drew runs the carrier services on those for housing, and that district for the post office services. Memory of Glenn, Jim, and Betty Logan. their services they contribute to the Safeco insurance company called Studio 7. They own the entire buildings here in Othello, Washington, downtown here, Othello. And Jim Logan created this park, Lions Park. Jim Logan remodeled and engineered most of the seat, which right across the street was Jim Logan's house. That's Jim Logan's house, and that's Sean Logan's house was caught on fire because Jim Logan owns the house. See, Jim Logan is a fairly wealthy man because this services that he got the West Side Pizza. He wants some stucco walling installed, knowing that the services they got for West Side Pizza and also the services for catching on fire, centering and scorching the back of the entranceway of 1005 Hamlet, with all the material sitting here, and also at the same time sitting at the carpet carousel, and also sitting at here on the grass here on the soil where I'm cut. The Rotary Club does contribute for 4th of July events and the secondhand storm, and it contributes services for the moderating all the material that's laid out and put on the services which is laid out. Each plot is paid for and installed and etched, which is engraved. So Wade and Kim Ferris did their debut of breaking foundations for Othello, Washington, but they pretty much dealt with the discrepancies that they let Mr. Wade go. Mr. Westside Pizza on YouTube, Facebook, we're coming to his. He has a residence on 10th. It's 225 10th Avenue, and we rent that place. It's paid for in full, and all the material that sits there, as you see, that's paid for as well. That's $1 million, another $600,000, and also another $3.5 million, and that's Sean J. Logan. The middle R, that's his middle name is R, and there's Emmanuel Beatrice and DeLeon AB Transport Trucking in 83, Othello, Washington. Right next to it is Dean Carr Kessler. Also, and there's Lord bless and keep the maid, the face shine upon and give the peace to the shared family. Catherine Kessler and Elizabeth Kessler. And there's the Ride You Fall and Get Back Up Carl family. That's just like the Carl's Juniors. Carl Juniors Denny's, and also they still own it. And that's the administration office in Muslick, and also Denny's 365. Mr. Carl's and contribute on this Saddle Mount Farm INC in the corner, but Open Bank loaned all those monies to the services, to their services for White Tundra pickup, Sequoia Silver, and also Mrs. Logan and Martha and Jesse and Megan Morgan, and also the Thomas, Ethan, and Libby Coley, right above the Westside Pizza service here. But down Denver and Dura staff, a fellow dental artist at 1350 East Hemlock. Now we got down in Denver from the Othello 1350 East Hemlock. This is right underneath is Edis and Eddie Borgen. Now Tammy and Matthew Dylon is right next to, and also Eric, Amanda, and Brault family, and Mark, most of our original services they have. But they have Mr. Chief Accountant, the Chief Accountant Services here in Othello on 14th Avenue, and this is 315 14th Avenue, corner of 5415, and that service right next to the which has the moderated habitat for therapy services has been closed down. But Dan Denver Hospital Board Commissioner in 1988 to 2000 continue to carry out their services next to the hospital services with a landing pad. Now the landing pad carries a helicopter helipad by memory of Glenn, Jim, Betty Logan, right next to the memory of appreciation of many contributors to the community Wanderer family, which is the services tribe, which is the service for the kayaks. The kayaks is the Rotary Club, and the Rotary Club donates to the Rotary Club. Their services are here for only military uses. It used to be Top Burger. They served Top Burger to everybody that was here. And Top Burger was serving probably the best hamburger cuisine for Othello, Washington. And then McCain's Foods emblem is right on next to Bill and Kay Morris, Lemon, Memory, Joshi, Ramen, Love, Living and Dream. Memory of Steve Castro and Doug and Mike, Sally, Patrick. Memory Dan Denver and Shirley Denver, the Lions Club, and that's Virginia, Nicole, Jill, and Sally Martin. and also Daddy and Poppy Dever, Lance Dever, Janelle Giver, and Kendra Dever, Ryan Dever, and Christine Giver, right next to the Westside Pizza for appreciation for the EMT MCs. But John G. Lallis is right underneath, and Kent Rhonda, Wrecker Rachel, and Debbie Pearson. And love and remember Jerry P. Limon, and family of Sean, Laura, Alex, Andrew, and Marnie Logan. Friends of the Devers, summer 2006, and that's Jim Logan, Sean Logan, and Betty Logan, and also Don Logan, and corporates for the services next to the Carver Kell cell. Now to seek the first kingdom of God and righteousness, and all things shall be added to you. Matthew 6.33, Angel and Aromatic Guards. Our next is Joshua Michael Robinson, 86 and 1506, and Dave Ann Spiro. The Memory Glenn and Betty Logan. As you can see, the corporates for the $3.5 million to $600,000 to Ajmer Singh, Cimaron 5 Sunset Acres, and also Sunny Farms and corporates. Their services for this individual starting confrontations. He starts fights that he can't even finish in front of everybody, and known for the fact he can't even fight or protect himself and the public because they started riots, and these cops have been beat up by these gentlemen because they're individual military staff members. They went in there, it wasn't their money. So we got Don Dever. So you loan you $1 million, another $600,000 from San Jose, Supreme, California. That's Ajmer Singh Nijjar. Kandar, grandmother's dead because as you can see, the house got on fire. So grandmother caught Sean Logan's house on fire because grandfather, Kandar, Jim Logan, Sean Logan, and so Kandar and Ajmer are in their front house. And their front house caught on fire. And Jim Logan, their father and grandfather, he wanted $3.5 million. Now Ajmer wants $1 million. Kandar wants $80,000. That's a 225 10th Avenue. Now all these headstones and these services, they got the Mueller's Funeral Home and also Richland, Paso, Kennewick in California. On those schematics, and also this foundation that was poured, the fence line is poured, the concrete is poured, and also the landscape with the John Deere Evergreen blades. Now the concrete liner, the doubled left liner, concrete liner, the caskets on Court Street, the headstones at Mueller's Funeral Home, the Mid-Columbia Library, the Kennewick Man, the Columbia Park. Now the Columbia Park, the bodies, the UFO, the alien, the artifacts, and the Indians on the property are saying it's their land, and the artifacts that they have, we're landscaping it, removing it with N. Kennedy's body, John F. Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, all the Kennedy family off the Mueller's Funeral Home, and George Washington, Abraham Lincoln's body that's on the property, and also the general, native animal, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, and the Pentagon. And this is OverTurf Motors. That's Kia. That's a Kia vehicle that's parked. That's Columbia Center, and that's Mid-Columbia Center, Columbia Center Boulevard, U.S. Bank, Chase Bank, Open Bank, Bank of America, and also the services with Key Bank. That's the Sunland Motel, and that's also the Third Inn. See, this services that they want, all this money. Now Kandar, Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Ajmer's mother, father, grandfather are all together at Jim Logan's house. And also grandfather sits in that 100 face Hamlet with me, with the President of India. The President of India is Kandar, grandfather, mother, Mandeep, Nindu, and also Nindu, Mandeep, and also Kandar, Jasmine, Hamander, Jasmine. Mother and father in situations are in the front yard at 645 11th Avenue, which is Jim Logan. He runs Carpenter. So a long time ago, Safeco Insurance was Jim Logan. That was on Main Street, Studio 7. Mother and father, immediate family members, and their services they got. Now, Jim Logan, Sean Logan, Jim Logan, Kandar, Amir, Nindu, Mandeep, Jasmine, and also, don't forget, Hernander, and also Felix Barela. But the service they have, that was important, $1 million, the $3.5 million, all this material in the park. Now, the baseball field, the softball field, the services they got, and services to compromise. And remember the 2 trees that sits there across the street. And there's a mirror. There's a mirror that's addressed. Now there's a mirror. Singh Nijjar, and he's there's a dress, physical dress hasn't changed. And the services they don't carry. The trees that sit on the left and right. There's a mirror that's up on Sean Logan's house. And the walk entranceway with the staircase. Every time you walk up, there's a mirror. There's an image mirror. When you walk up I walk about 15 feet from here, 15 feet from here, you see a reflection up on that mirror. There's a mirror. There's a mirror. When you walk up, you can see the mirror image going into the entranceway. There's a mirror image. There's a mirror image that goes through that walkway entranceway at 1005. When the entranceway of the entranceway walk, you can see a mirror. And that mirror belonged to Cimaron 5 INC, I believe so. But I'm sure Sean Logan upgraded, because when he was a little boy, he was at the Cimaron 5 INC getting beat up by Mexicans, blacks, Puerto Ricans, Samoans, Japanese, Koreans, Chinese people, like the president of China's siblings, Japanese president's siblings, Bruce Lee's children. There's Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee, Jet Li. There's Jet Li. There's Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee's siblings and his sibling future children. See, they used to beat up Sean a lot, so those conspirations. And his real mother lives in Mexico. She's a black minority Mexican, and that's his real mother. Jim Logan says he broke up and separated with the real true mother of Jim Logan's son, Sean Logan. Sean Logan's a Puerto Rican black lady. She's kind of black lady. She's in Mexico side. And Sean didn't tell me nothing about her real mother. Jim Logan did. Jim Logan, Don Logan, and his service did. But anyways, that's $3.5 million. That's another $600,000 from San Jose Supreme and San Jose. That's Ajmer Singh Nijjar. Jim Logan, he wants to know exactly how much Sean wants money, because when he ran Safeco Insurance Company on Studio 7 in Main Street, now it's based in Insurance Company 1344, and also the dog pound, rebuild for the dog pound, and also Kandar wants his house fixed, grandfather, grandmother, Mandeep, Kandar, Amir. So Jasmine, which is the grandmother, which is here at Sean's house, and there's a plant that's on the sidewalk, on the driveway. That's $1 million Ajmer Singh Nijjar wants. That's Cimaron 5 INC. Riley's used to be Cimaron 5 INC, but they sold that property. or leased that property. Taco Bell sold that property and leased that property out. And also the mall, Verizon, H&R Block, and the realty office there. And also the services for Sunset Acres, moderating another 30 to 45 day for the deed and property put in the name. And El Topio Auctioneers in Pasco, Washington, and also El Topio in Franklin County, and also Chuck Ribeiro, the auctioneer in Moses Lake, Washington, and Hathaway. Hathaway is not too far from the services here in Moses Lake. Now this service is at 1005 East Hamlet is Sean Logan's. Jim Logan is the father, Sean Logan, and Kandar and Ajmer Singh and grandfather, the real mother and real father, and their services they got here is remodeled, upgraded and fully modeled.